Hello and welcome to my next smartwatch review. I'm just going to give you a little preview of what's coming up here. We've got the T80 smartwatch. We also have the T82 smartwatch. And then we will have the T98 smartwatch. But for today's purposes, I'm going to start with the T82. And if you've never seen one of my reviews, then you don't know. I'm going to take this out of the box to show you what comes out of the box, then charge it, and then wear it for several days and come back with my full, fair, and honest review. The body of this watch is quite beautiful. It's got a protective film on the back of it. It's got a protective film on the watch face. Let me press and hold. Let's see, it looks like maybe the lower right button will be the power button perhaps. And that doesn't seem to be turning it on. I do this to see if there's any battery life out of the box. Let me press and hold the upper right button. There it comes to life. It's having me choose my language, English, and then there's the QR code to install the app on the phone. And again, the device name here is the T82, so we'll set that there for now. It's got a black silicone wristband, looks like 22 mil, but I'll try to verify that later. And then underneath here, we should find a charging cable and an instruction manual. And sure enough, there you go. There's the instruction manual. Here's the charging cable. It's a magnetic USB charging device, USB-A on one end, and then the magnetic contacts on the other end. So let me go away, charge this fully, and then wear it for multiple days, and through the magic of editing, come back with my full, fair, and honest review and thoughts. Okay, so I'm back after wearing this watch several days, and I've got some observations to make here. First of all, the red accents that you see on the top and bottom, it's kind of, you know, it's in the eye of the beholder if you like that style, and printed right on this one it says smartwatch. So, you know, it looks stylish from a distance. However, in my mind, it's just kind of wasted space. You know, it's okay. I like, as you may know, I like the black and red color combination, so it works for this watch. But let's get on. It's the T82 smartwatch. If I swipe down, we can get into some settings. And, you know, I've turned up the brightness for this review all the way, and the screen on time I have set to 45 seconds so it doesn't time out for the purposes of this review. But you have a lot of settings here. Heart rate monitoring, you can set a heart rate alert, blood pressure monitoring, blood glucose monitoring. If you flip these on like they are now, that just means they're going to measure them automatic. Body temperature, heart rate variability. Here are some switches for notifications, raise to wake. If I turn that on when I lift my wrist, the display would come on automatically. I turn that off to save battery life. You've got reminders. You got sports modes, all kinds of settings in here. I can't possibly go through everything. And I don't think it's really my job as a reviewer to show you all the features and train you how to use it. My job is to show you the main features and give you an opinion as to whether I like it or not and whether it is a good value for the money, okay? Here's the app for the QR code for the app, rather. The app is called H-Band. Here's your device info, and there you have it, T82 smartwatch. Now, if I go back to the main screen, this is the watch face I've decided I like the best, but there are some other ones in here, and it's got a library where you can change out the faces. If I swipe up, this gets me to my SMS messages. I've tested this and it works just fine. I'm going to go ahead and clear that one out. If I swipe from right to left now, I can get to my keypad, I can get to my call history, and I can make a call here in real time, and you'll get an idea. You have to be tethered via Bluetooth. Let's see what's happening here.
Hello, and thank you for calling Dave the Kayaker LLC, the new home of Westside.
Maybe a little bit of distortion at the highest setting, but you get the idea. It works just fine as a Bluetooth calling watch. You can pull in your contacts if you wish. You have your call history. That all works fine. You get a little summary screen here of your steps for the day, estimated distance walked, and estimated kilocalorie burn. Here is your sleep from the night before. Here is your heart rate. Here is your blood pressure. Here is your blood glucose monitoring. It's a non-invasive blood glucose monitoring device. I'll take it off in a minute. You can see this has both green and red diodes. This is not a medical device, so don't trust any health decisions on such a device, nor should you take this data to be accurate because it's not a medical device. It's for reference only, but it's got that non-invasive blood glucose feature. It's got blood oxygen saturation, or SPO2. And let's see if I can turn this, if you can see. Yeah, there's that red diode right there. And just the fact that I lifted that away from my skin might affect this measurement. But no, blood oxygen of 97%. There's my body temperature, an MET score, HRV, or heart rate variability. It will do a stress measurement. It can pull in the weather from your smartphone, and it will give you the next few days of weather, which is really cool. You can change the units from centigrade to Fahrenheit. Here are your workout modes. You've got a running and walking category. You've got a cycling category. You've got an outdoor category, hiking, orienteering, fishing, a bunch of stuff, indoor menu options, dancing, combat, balls, soccer, basketball, volleyball, all kinds of balls. Water sports, it's got kayaking in here, which is a pretty cool mode. Again, this is not a GPS watch, so will not keep GPS tracks, but it will give you your time engaged in the sport, your heart rate throughout, and an estimated kilocalorie burn. Now, you could pair it with the phone and stay connected within Bluetooth range and turn on location services on your phone, and it can pull the location from your phone, but it is not a GPS watch. There's a chest mode in there, and all kinds of stuff. And now let's go. I'll swipe from left to right. This is just like a little shortcut. It's got a timer, a stopwatch, calculator, calendar, some games here. And I never play games on a smartwatch, some breath training, and some recent apps. So that's the spin around the watch. Let me pop this off my wrist and give you the 360-degree view. So here it is. There's that watch face. It's got two buttons on the side, one with a crown that does not actually, yeah, it does. I speak of the devil. If you spin that, you can change your watch faces. All right, learn something new every day. I didn't even know that would do that until just now. You discovered that feature with me. And then it's got a push button on the lower right. The back of it, it's a nice solid design. It's got four tiny little screws holding the back on, presumably through, again, it's got a gasket in there to keep it waterproof. It is IP68 waterproof. If you don't know what that means, I did another video on what the IP ratings mean. I'll drop a link to that below. You can check it out. But I like the looks of the watch. It's just a cool watch. It looks good on the wrist. This has a 1.43-inch AMOLED display, 360 by 360 pixels. Like I said, non-invasive, blood glucose monitoring, heart rate variability, Bluetooth calling, continuous heart rate, blood pressure, SPO2. It's got a music controller in here. And amazingly, it has a 540 milliamp hour battery. So that'll give you about 5 to 10 days of solid use time before you have to recharge it. Let's go look at the app. The app here, again, is called H-Band. It will give you your step count for the day. Let me turn up that brightness a little bit here so you can see a little bit better. Your steps, your sleep time. It gives you your steps for the day. All right, when you took those steps, here is your sleep. It gives you your sleep duration, when you fell asleep, when you woke up, and it gives you deep sleep versus light sleep. All pretty cool stuff, and you can scroll back through previous days and look at your sleep. It just keeps the history. Here's your continuous heart rate monitoring over time, and again, you can look back over previous days. It gives you your maximum, your minimum, your average value. You can set a high heart rate alert if you wish. I don't usually do that because I'm pretty cognizant of what my heart rate is. Does not have ECG, that's in the app, but the watch does not have it. Blood oxygen saturation, and again, it gives you your OSAHS analytical result, and it will explain what all of that means to you. Key indicators tells you if you have sleep apnea, blood oxygen concentration, whether it's normal or not, all pretty good stuff. Heart rate variability, I love this measurement. It tells you kind of how relaxed or uptight you are, I guess. But it's a good heart health marker. You want your heart rate variability to be high because that means you're relaxed. When you're excited and under a lot of stress, it forces your heart beat into a more regular pattern, so that number goes lower. So the higher the HRV, the better. Here is your blood pressure. Again, don't trust your health to such a device. It is not a medical device, but it does have this feature. Your body temperature trace. And again, it gives you your maximum, your minimum, and your average. All pretty cool. Here's your blood glucose monitoring. Your maximum, your minimum, your average. And again, you can scroll back over the days. And it's really neat. I have this turned on to automatically measure it over the course of the day. I don't think this is real. I don't believe non-invasive blood glucose watches measure this accurately, so that's probably one of the more common questions I get. It's not a medical device. I don't think it's accurate. I'm not going to make any claims of accuracy. But that's kind of it. You have your workout modes here. Let's see here's a hike I did. Oh, what day would this have been? Yeah, this was just past Saturday. I did 2 hikes actually. It gives you your kilocalorie burn, your time engaged in the sport, average heart rate, kilocalorie burn, heart rate zones, amount of exercise, and then that was the first one, this was the second one, or vice versa. That was the first one, this was the second one. So it keeps track of your activities and your workouts. Here is just some personal settings you can get into. Here is where you would get to your message notifications. A common question I get on this channel on all of these smartwatches is I'm not getting my messages. How do I make that happen? Well, you got to go into these permissions and turn it on for SMS. You see a whole bunch of other stuff here that I could push to the watch if I so choose, but I don't like to have a lot of notifications come in. Here's that lift your wrist feature. Bluetooth calls, I have it connected right now. Dial settings, and here you have a few basic watch faces, and it's got a gallery in here too with many more in here. There's probably good odds that you're going to find one that you can live with, or maybe that you even love. Dial settings, blood pressure, private mode. You can set what you think your blood pressure is and enter that in. Same with blood glucose, screen on time. You can shake the you can shake the watch to take a photo when tethered via your phone via Bluetooth. So the idea is you shake your wrist, shake the watch, and that triggers your phone to take a picture. Firmware, factory reset, that's it. So that's the H-Band app. I like it. I've reviewed it many, many times. Here are my final thoughts. So I would give this T82 smartwatch 2 thumbs up. It's selling right now for about $42. I'll drop a link below. Go check it out. I would say it's a solid value. Just take a good look at it and see if you can live with the looks of it. That painted, like that striping, the accent, the red accent on the top and bottom. The wristband was silicone. I like it. I would definitely recommend this. Go check out all my fitness tracker and smartwatch reviews on my fitness tracker and smartwatch playlist on my YouTube channel. I've done, I don't know, I think I'm approaching 200 reviews at this point, and there's another playlist there just for blood glucose monitoring smartwatches, so you can check out all those reviews. I'd say this is a solid value. Until next time, be healthy, stay fit, stay active, take care of your health, and I hope to talk to you again very, very soon. I've got 3 more smartwatch reviews coming up in close succession here. Take care.